I saw the Jeffrey Dahmer. You guys watch that? The Jeffrey Dahmer Netflix. I watched that. Man, that was the longest Bud Light commercial I ever saw, dude. Man, Jeffrey Dahmer. I didn't know anything about him, and yeah, I mean, he was a serial killer and he was a cannibal, but mostly he was an alcoholic. You know, I think if he had just curbed the alcohol issue, all the other stuff wouldn't have happened. You know, we've all been there where you got into a certain level of fucked up and then nothing is open. You know what I'm saying? You know how early restaurants in Wisconsin close? That's a trick question. They don't have restaurants in Wisconsin. It's just breweries with bowls of nuts. I'm just saying, after a certain number of drinks, you can't get any food. You start getting a little creative. I think we all have our limits, and I think Jeffrey went way too far with his. Like, my limit is like 4 drinks. I can have like 4 drinks, and then I'm like, I need pizza now. 5 drinks? I'm like, all right, I got a bagel and mayonnaise at home. Six drinks? I'm like, what flavor is your chapstick? Into your pockets right now. What's your heritage? People be like, Drew, that doesn't mean that you can eat people. People aren't food. I'm like, neither is Taco Bell, but that doesn't stop us. I knew Jeffrey Dahmer was a serial killer before even seeing him kill anyone because he didn't move his legs when he danced. That's a surefire sign that someone's a f***ing killer when they go. Yeah, when they're like trying to dodge their reflection. You know, like demons in hell are trying to pull him down. I don't even blame him. You know what I mean? That's not even just like. Like, that's how bad white people are at dancing. I don't even blame the dudes that went home with him. They're like, no, that's just a white guy out there. It's not a serial killer at all.
I do all right. This was. Well, if there has ever been a sneeze from the coronavirus, that is it right there. Congrats, and just like that, we're all casualties. Nice. Remember that one fateful Thursday night? They killed the entire population of Rhode Island with one speck of dust. Didn't even sound like a real sneeze, did it? You heard the like one of those Scooby-Doo sneezes. And then they hit the chandelier and it pulls down and a secret door opens to your sex dungeon. Good boy, Scoob! Broke a set of boards. Next. Just slapping your kids. Next, Tom. Next, Brady. Okay. I take my dog. I take my dog everywhere. Last week we were at a Starbucks drive-through. I was driving, and you know she drinks, so I got to drive. And right when we pulled up to she's white. Oh no! Do you say my dog is white? No. No, she's brown, dude. Sorry. You don't get a sticker this day. I don't know why that... I mean, in the context of a dog, I guess that sounds okay. If I was talking about a person, if I was like, yeah, my sister and I are at Starbucks, she's like, she's white, right? She white? Dude, have you ever seen a dog before? Just imagine any dog. He's like, can you draw her and talk at the same time? I'm trying to solve this puzzle. There's no riddle. It's a.
I only have little wiener dogs or Bichons.
Okay, well you've had wiener dogs or Bichons. Well, there are other dogs out there. He's like, I've only seen white people and Caucasian, so I don't know. I don't know about all these other countries, you know? But Boston's putting in work to claim everything, and... She's brown. You'll see her later. I'm gonna do the joke, and then you'll see her later, and you'll be like, oh, now it's funny. I should have brought a artist up here to just all this shit. My stutter. He finishes the painting before I say the joke. All right, I'm gonna go again. All right. This has been the weirdest show. Shit got weird after the sneeze. You remember that? This is what happens. The energy dropped because the fever is among us. I believe that dude has it for sure. he's like, describe her. Describe her eyes, Papa. We're losing Connor fast. She's white, right? I'm dying. Tell me that she's white. The year is 1831. The Connor caught racism. That was. I was in LA. I was walking my dog on a regular leash. Just went. Oh man. It's fine. She just made the loudest exit ever. The chair squealed. He's like. It's our emotional support chair. Don't leave! Don't leave! I remember Drew tried to close the show and a chair whined at him for the last 5 minutes. I'm not doing this joke twice, so... Luckily, there's a delay built into this, so she's got time. We'll do... Do I buff her harder now? All right. When that chair did that, and my stool was like, They could not envy each other more. Stool's like, I want to go out into the world. All right, I'm gonna go back to my joke. So, this is the best crowd at making me feel like a piece of shit for saying things. But in your defense, I'm talking about furniture talking to each other right now. one thing's for sure, this shit's not happening at the 7 show. There's people out there right now, you're like, how was it? It was weird. It was weird. It wasn't comedy, I know that, but it was a weird show. Her chair's like, no. I did a furniture sympathy for 40 minutes, so don't you worry. We waited. It's still the Star Wars overture. We're here. Now I have to go back to a leash joke like a goddamn asshole. So I'm walking. I'm very self-conscious about my height as well as my voice. I'm a very short guy, and girls aren't very tolerant of the fact that I'm short. You know, like I going up to a girl, and before I could say anything, she was like, "You're too short." And I was like, well, people seem to enjoy life, and they say that's too short. Yeah, they almost react like I chose to be this height. You know, like I used to be taller. And I was like, well, this is much too high for me. And then luckily I was running around outside, and then I got a turtle shell hit me, and I even on like on dating apps, that's the first question a girl will message you, right? Is how tall are you? Yeah. And I'm honest, so I'm like 5'4", and then they don't respond, so I gotta be like 3, 2, 1. You ever hear this? You ever hear a girl say, "Yeah, I only date guys who are taller than me, and I'm gonna wear heels." That's like if I said, "Well, I'm only gonna date girls who are shorter than me, and I'm gonna amputate my legs." Like, why do you need me to be that for you? Well, because when I'm with a guy, I need to feel protected. I'm like, you're tall.
I understand certain heels, like girls, like if girls wear like girls wear tall heels, I'm gonna be shorter. But if you have on shorter heels, I can be taller. That's the concept of height. But some heels are like 6 inches. They have 6-inch heels. You have 6 inches. You're wearing a sub sandwich right now. Understand? Does that come with pickles, bitch? What? You have half a foot on your foot right now. You know, but like, but sis, you think I'm gonna grow 6 inches tonight? Well, then you're gonna have to get naked, and And I'm gonna have to get a bigger penis. So, you wanna trade, bro? Oh, shit. I'm desperate, bro. I'll take one of your fingers if you want. I'm trying. I'll take the pinky.